There is a better way to practice scales, and tonight I am going to give you a few things to think about that perhaps nobody has taught you. First of all, always play your scales for at least 2 octaves, and if you are able to, play your scales for 3 or 4 octaves. You have to be able to do this to understand how your thumbs work in scales. You're probably going to want to start off with major scales because they are the most common scales in music. Learn your D flat major scale first. There are 5 black notes in this scale, and you are not allowed to put your thumb on any of the black notes. You will find it almost impossible to screw up the fingering for this scale. Stay away from the C major scale at first. It is the scale students mangle the worst. In each hand, there are 5 wrong places to put the thumb, but it's not obvious until later. Now comes a rabbit hole, and I think this one will be an entertaining rabbit hole. The most important part is that I'm going to have fun. I have to think about what I'm doing, otherwise practicing is not going to be useful. But if I don't have fun, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to start off with the B flat major scale, and for me that is the most difficult scale, but you should not be able to tell that, because our goal as players is to make all 12 keys sound equally effortless. I'm going to play this for 3 octaves with both hands, and obviously this is quite advanced. But I have to have fun and also make sure that I am doing it right, so I'm going to start it slowly and then accelerate at the end. This is really fun to do, and it is a bit like doing a workout where you make the biggest effort at the end to finish. Most people go up first, so just to make things a bit different, I'm going to go down first. However, which way you go first does not matter. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the B major scale. This is one of the simplest scales for me and feels just like the D flat major and G flat major scales that I recommended earlier. Finally, here is the C major scale. I'm always especially careful with the C major scale because there are so many ways to screw it up. You should not be able to tell any difference at all in the sound of these scales except for the pitch. That is always our goal. Now, what else can we do with these scales? What happens if I play a scale soft and loud? How is that going to change what I feel in the hands? This time I will play a B major scale, which is one of the easiest major scales, and I will start it off softly and then crescendo. By the way, this is not an easy thing to do with sound. Now I will play the B major scale again, but this time I will start it loud and then decrescendo. For this next idea, you will have to listen very carefully. I am playing the same B major scale, but this time I am playing it very loud in the left hand and very soft in the right hand. For students, this is very difficult to do. You may not even hear my right hand because it is so soft. Finally, I am reversing what I just did. I am playing very loud in the right hand and very soft in the left hand. So you may not hear my left hand. Why is this so important for pianists? It is because almost always we play one hand louder than the other, depending upon which hand has the melody. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave me comments about anything you like, comments about anything you want to see in the future, and remember that I consider all suggestions.